What's up guys? Today I have a monthly favorites for you. It's going to be the month of May, and I have a couple items that are from my BoxyCharm box, and then I have a couple of newer items, and then a couple of items that I've loved forever, but recently in May I just haven't been putting down. I'm going to go into it the way I would apply it to my face. So first would be primer, which is the Becca Backlight priming filter. I love this primer. Lately my skin has been a lot more dry, and this is just such a nice primer to give hydration and make your skin look really natural and appear as if it isn't dry. Of course, you do always have to cleanse, tones, and moisturize before. It's just so moisturizing, and it makes your face look really like dewy from within, just naturally glowing essentially. It does have a little bit of sparkle, but not glitter. I said I was gonna go in the order that I apply my makeup, and I just realized I didn't talk about this. I usually apply my eyeshadow first. This is the Colourpop You Had Me at Hello palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm from April, and I freaking love this thing. It is so pigmented and it's so pretty. I thought the shades were really boring at first, but I just realized that these are colors that I always go towards, and I really like this. I love the shade right here as a highlight, which is the Knot shade, and that's such a pretty highlight. I actually have it on top of my Maybelline Master Chrome highlight, and then I also have it on the inner corners of my eyes, and that's the only thing on the inner corners of my eyes, and look how pretty that is. I adore this palette, and I use it almost daily. Either I'm dipping into it for the highlight, or I'm just dipping into it to add something into my eyes. The one thing I want to say that I'm kind of disappointed about is that there's no really light shade that's matte to set my eyes, but that's fine. I'll either go in with my translucent powder, or I go in with another palette or shadow and just add that base and just set that primer down. So the next product I have here has quickly run up my favorites. It's the Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have it in the shade Light 4.5, and it's called Vienna. This is such an amazing foundation. I love the finish of it. I love the longevity of it. It's just such a great foundation. The one thing that I do have to say about this foundation is it sits into the fine lines of my eyes really badly. So the way I like to use this foundation is everywhere except for under my eyes, and then I'll go in with a concealer. And typically I always go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, right? But now my next favorite is going to be the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I have it in two shades, which is 020 Light Beige and 010 Porcelain. Porcelain is very light. So really the only thing I use this is like directly on the deepest shadow of my eye bag, and then I'll go like everywhere else with the 020 Light Beige shade. You guys know I love my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and the consistencies of these two formulas are so different. The Fit Me concealer is extremely creamy, and then the Catrice concealer is extremely dry, but I do have dry under eyes, and I actually find that this sits under my eyes a lot better. I feel as though it sets in a lot better, and so you just powder over it and then it just doesn't move. Sometimes with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, it's a little bit creamier, so it might give you a little bit of kind of like transfer, but with the Catrice one, it just sits down and it just stays there until you want your makeup to come off. But with that being said, it is a little bit of a drier consistency, so you do want to work a little bit quicker with that compared to a creamy concealer. One of my last videos, I had put it down, and then I was going to go in after the foundation and just blend that in, but it just dried up, so I had to go in with a second layer to make it actually malleable. So just work a little bit quicker with this one, not too quickly. It's not like super drying, but it does dry down a lot quicker than say the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. One of the foundations I have been loving and using almost every day is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I have it in the shade 205 Natural Beige. I typically grab anything that says Natural Beige, and I'm learning that I'm getting it wrong, but this one's definitely much darker for me. So what I'll go and do is put it on the outer edges of my face, and then just put the concealer on the insides of my face, and that way it kind of gives you like a nice contour before your contour type of thing. This foundation is just really great. It has SPF of 15, not too much flashback though, and it leaves your skin looking really flawless, dewy, and natural looking. But that's one of the foundations that I used to love, and I hadn't been grabbing for a while, maybe because it was winter time, but I just recently started grabbing towards it in May again, and it's just such an amazing foundation, and I've been using it almost every single day. The next product I have here is another one that I have loved for a long time, and I've repurchased so many of these. To be honest, I want to stop repurchasing them. They are the Fresh Sugar Tinted Lip Treatments. I usually buy the like untinted one, but the last one that I purchased was the rose one, and it's just such a nice, oh my gosh, it's just so hydrating, and it smells like Skittles, and it's amazing. I did recently hear that the Physicians Formula has something that's very, very similar to the one that's untinted, so I might want to pick that up just because this lip treatment is $24 for a thing, and I use it every single day, and I go through it so much. Maybe it might be worth it, but I want to try out that Physicians Formula one and see if it really is worth all that money and repurchasing over and over again, because if the Physicians Formula does even 75% as well as this product, I might just stop purchasing it, because it's just a lot of money to be spending on some lip balm. Personally, that's my opinion of it. I have, though, spent hundreds of dollars on this product. Like I said, I want to stop buying it, but I just can't find another chapstick, lip balm, anything that works quite as well as this. The next product I haven't had as long, but I have been using every single day. If I even put a different lip product on, I will go in on top with this product, and it's the Adesse New York High Definition Liquid Lipstick. It came in the BoxyCharm last month in April. It does not have a shade on it, but this is like the perfect shade for me. I love this shade. This is just so pretty. I have it on my lips today. Of course, I have it on my lips every day. Like I said, if I go in with a lipstick before, I'll still go in on top of with this. The longevity of it isn't that great. It does say it is a liquid lipstick. The pigment is definitely there, and the finish of it is like this really glossy type of finish. And sometimes if I don't want it to be too glossy, I'll actually just pat over with a tissue, but after that it'll still be glossy, just not as glossy, and that's like, it's just so pretty, and I love it. I don't know if I love the color or if I love the formula, because again, the longevity isn't there. I just love the color, and it does feel hydrating, and it's not too like goopy and gross. The last product that I have been loving in May is something that I've loved for a very long time. It's the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. This does have alcohol in it, so it is a little bit drying, but I don't use it every day. I do want to use it every day, but just because of the alcohol, I try not to use it every day. But it is such a great setting. It really just melts in all of the powder and the foundation, and it kind of makes your makeup like a part of you, not so much just laying on top of your skin. It kind of is just like, hey, chill, this is your home. There are some products that I've recently gotten like towards the mid-May that I can tell should be in this video, but I've only tried it out for about 2 weeks, so I want to keep using it and make sure that I actually do really like it. So you might see some of those products in my June favorites. Yes, June favorites, if I can do calendaring. Alright, well those are just all the products that I've really been loving in May. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy watching. If you want to check out more of my videos, go ahead and click there. If you want to subscribe, click up there, and I'll see you next time.